Hello everyone and welcome to Christine's Creativity Cabinet. Well, in this video I was inspired by a video that I saw by Rose Requin Crafts, she's a channel that I'm really enjoying, and she did a video recently where she did a set of nesting dolls, and I suddenly got the idea of what if I did a set of nesting dolls for Moriah Elizabeth characters.
Once I came up with that idea, that's when things really escalated.
So I immediately went to Amazon and I ordered a set of nesting dolls, and I got these ones. They're little chubby ones, and I thought that they were going to be a little bit bigger than this. There's supposed to be 10 of them in here, which is kind of a lot for one that's so small. But I have an idea of which characters I want to do. So first of all, I'm going to open them, get the plastic off here, and we'll see just how small the little dolls get. Okay, let's see. Let's get my scissors in there and see if I can get the plastic off. There we go. Now it's starting. Okay, let's see how this looks. So let's see. How does it start to open? Oh, it opens like that. Okay, so we've got that. Get them all out of there. So that's one. This is two, doll number 2. To turn it over to get them to come out all the way. Doll number 3. Okay. Doll number 4. Doll number 5. Doll number 6. They're getting really small, but we still have like 5 more to go here. This is doll number 6. Let's see if I can get it open here. There we go. Doll number 7. And yes, there is a split there. We can get that open. Oh. Okay, that was doll number 7. I think, wait a minute. This is number 8. Oh no. Oh, they fell on the floor. Ah, crap. Okay, this is number 8. And I've got a top for this one, but I have to go on the floor to find them. So I'll be back in a minute. A few minutes later. Okay, so this is number 9. Look at how tiny that is. But that actually opens up, and this is number 10. I'll put that on my finger and let you see that. Oh, it fell off. Up there, back like that, so that you can actually see how tiny that is. They see how tiny it is compared to my finger. Okay, so I'm gonna do these. This is gonna be a real challenge, but I think I can do this. Though the tiniest ones are going to be hard to identify. But I've already decided that this tiniest one here is going to be Jerry the Cherry, because Jerry the Cherry is already a teeny little character. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can make this into a Jerry the Cherry. It might just be a little just red dot, but we'll give it a try. Okay, I'm going to start making right now.
I'm about to start now. Sorry, no clue why that intro needed to be so dramatic. This should be interesting. And you've watched me do it. You having fun yet?
Okay, well, I actually managed to do it. Let's see if I can get this on camera where you can see it. 'Cause it's just the tiniest little thing you ever saw in your life. I'm going to move back a little bit so you can see him. No, that's too close. You can't really see him there. That's what you see. He's got two little eyes on there. And he's got a tiny little leaf at the top. I'm having a hard time holding him so that you can really see him. He's so completely tiny. Let's see if there's another way that I can do this. Can I put him on top of this Posca pen? And then show him? Yeah, that seems to be working. See, you can see that he's got two little eyes there. And he's got a little bitty green leaf on top. So that's my Jerry the Cherry. That's doll number 10. So doll number 9 is going to be the Angry Lemon Blob. And I was thinking about this, and I was thinking that it might be difficult to do the Angry Lemon Blob because he's kind of a horizontal shaped character. But these little chubby dolls are so chubby that I actually think that this will work. This is going to be the one. It's hard to see. There it is. That I'm going to make into the Angry Lemon Blob.
And here I go. Me. It ain't gonna be perfect, but this is proof I tried.
Okay, here is the Angry Lemon Blob. Right there. You can see him there. He may need a little bit more yellow. I'm noticing that. Here. We'll see if I can get that. There. Does that look better? Yeah, that looks better. Okay. So now our next one, which we're going to do on here, is going to be Fish Blob.
Now stay with me on this journey I'm about to take you on.
fish blob. It's going to be a little hard to see. There she is. I had a little trouble making her face. She looks a little bit more, possibly more angry than anxious. Usually fish blob looks anxious. But I like her little bow on top. And hopefully the bow is small enough that it will fit inside the next doll. Okay. And I'm going to need to let the glue dry on her. The tacky glue I had didn't come out of the bottle, so I found a bottle of Elmer's clear glue, and I used that just because that was handy. Okay, so the next doll I'm going to make, which will be this one, is going to be the artist blob. And I'm going to have to start by giving him a coat of white paint. A few minutes later. Okay, here's our little artist blob. You can see it outside my fingers. I think he turned out cute. He was pretty easy to do. Okay, so then the next doll is going to be Georgie. A few minutes later. Okay, and here is Georgie. Now we're finally starting to get to the point where it's big enough so that you can actually see it. And my fingers aren't totally, excuse me, my fingers aren't totally covering it up. And I had to fix one of his wings here off camera. I had to put some more yellow on it. That's not that wing, it's this wing here. There we go. I had to put some more yellow on there to cover up where I smeared it and fix the wing there. But he looks pretty cute. So, our next one is going to be the burger blob. A few minutes later. Okay, here's the burger blob. Oh, he turned out cute. We're finally reaching the point where it's big enough so that it's not quite so horrendously difficult to to draw on these little things. But he turned out cute, and he's obviously enjoying his burger there. So the next doll is going to be Froggy. Froggy is my favorite blob. He just is so much a blob. He just sits there and he's like with his tongue hanging out. He's just adorable. So that's going to be the next doll in the set. Okay, here's Froggy. We're getting down to the home stretch now. Our next nesting doll is going to be Cousin Burp, who I think is just really such a cutie pie. We'll see how that goes. A few minutes later. A few minutes later. Okay, here's Cousin Burp. Isn't he cute? I think he turned out really cute. You can really see him here. There are his. I kind of wanted to do those in clay, but I didn't think that he would fit into the nesting dolls if I did that. So it's flat. But those are his back spines in that bright yellow there. And I put all of his little splooches. Burp has splooches everywhere. He looks like he's been painting recently. But I think he turned out really adorable. So we're in the home stretch now. Next is going to be Cousin Derp.
So here's my derpy entrance. Let me try that again.
A few minutes later. minutes later. Okay, here is little cousin Derp. Oh, I think he turned out really cute. Okay, got one more left to do, and that is Pickle. A little while later.
That's right, we're sculpting.
A little while later. A little while later.
You know, that's how you clean up all messes. Just glob a bunch of paint over it.
Okay, here's Pickle. Oh my God. I love how he turned out. Oh, he's just so cute. And he's kind of blobby too, because of the shape of the dolls. I had to paint his tail with some of the derp green. That might still be a little bit wet there, because the clay that I had wasn't quite the right color. But he turned out great. Now I'm going to do the fun part. I'm going to take this apart, and I'm going to show you all the ones on the side. Okay, so that's Pickle. And now here is Cousin Derp. He turned out cute. One thing I learned, and I was able to do this with Pickle, is that you gotta, if you're gonna give these things a coat of paint, you want to take it apart and do the pieces separately, because if we do them together, paint can get in there and it can make it stick. And I had a really hard time getting Pickle apart. I mean, not Pickle, Cousin Derp apart, but I finally did. So let's open him up now, and now we have Cousin Burp. Isn't he cute? With all the little splooches around. I ultimately didn't attempt to do anything three-dimensional except for Fish Blob's bow, which you'll see in a minute, because I just didn't think that they would fit in here. There's just not that much room. So let's take apart Burp. And now we've got Froggy. Froggy the Blob. Isn't he cute? And he's about to lick everything. Yeah, that's Froggy. Okay, and then we're going to take apart Froggy. What's inside Froggy? Oh, we've got Burger Blob. And Burger Blob is enjoying his burger. So isn't he cute? But then let's see what's inside of Burger Blob. I'm going to get him apart. There we go. It is Georgie. Look at little Georgie. Isn't he cute? The big smile. Georgie always has a big smile. So does Cousin Derp. But then there's something inside of Georgie. We gotta look. Let's see what's inside of Georgie. I can get Georgie apart. Ooh. There we go. Twist, twist, twist. Oh, it is the little artist blob. Take a look at the little artist blob. With little blobs of paint all over him. He's very creative. And then what's inside of the artist blob, I wonder? Oh, there we go. And this actually worked. It is Fish Blob. And her little bow is on there. There she is. You can barely see her face. There, and then her little bow on top. And then what's inside of Fish Blob? She's got something inside of her. Let's see if we can get her open. I hope I don't knock off her bow while I'm trying to get it open. Oh, there she goes. There she goes. And it's an angry lemon blob, which you can't see because he's so tiny and my fingers are so huge. There he is, the angry lemon blob. And then he's got somebody inside of him, amazingly enough. And it is little bitty Jerry the Cherry. See if I can just, oh, I just dropped him, darn it. I'm going to have to pick him up later. He is on the floor somewhere. I can't quite see him. But I think this turned out awesome.
They're just perfect for my cutesy aesthetic.
This was really fun to do, and thank you all for watching. If you watched all the way through the end, I think that's great, and I'll see you in the next video.
clearly an adult here. Everything's super cute at this point.